Thanks for clicking play on this video. I'm Philip Morgan and today I'm going to show you how to get a job interview. There is nothing like that feeling of getting the phone call or getting that email that you've been accepted for a job interview. Nothing like it. So I want to help you today, if I can, with 4 key things that you can do to secure a job interview. Number 1, be positive. Yep, it sounds a bit peculiar for me to say it, but be positive. Now might not be the right time for you to be applying or filling in your CV or updating your LinkedIn to even go for a job interview. Let me explain. If you're still a little bit angry at your previous employer, maybe how it was handled, because sometimes ending at a company is not done well. If you're not in the right frame of mind to be applying for a job right now, I would suggest that you don't. The reason for that is whether we like it or not. Our state of mind affects us when we are completing applications and filling in paperwork and even sending our CV. We've got to be in the right state of mind. So as I shared with you in the last video, if you've lost your job, the best thing for you to do is before you start sitting down and preparing for that next opportunity is take some time aside just to process, just to respond to some of the things that maybe have been going on in your life. Take some time out, as I said before, take a short break or a small time holiday or get away from things for a while in order to get your head in the right space, because it's really important that you are positive. You see, the way we send a covering letter, the way we complete the CV, or the way that we fill in the job application is affected by the way that we feel emotionally. So number 1, be positive. Try and get in the right frame of mind and try and get the right application of your own mind to filling in the job application that you're going for. So the second thing I would encourage you to do is, as well as that, be consistent, okay? Rule off time in your diary, maybe a certain amount of time every night or a couple of nights a week that you're going to go and do some research and that you're going to look for the companies that you want to work for and then fill in the applications or fill in your CV and send it off to them. Now notice what I just said there. Go and have a look at the kind of companies that you want to be working for. Because the mistake that a lot of people do is wait until companies are hiring before they approach them to get a job. And the reason I think that's important is very, very rarely in the 30 years that I've been in business do I get people sending me a CV. People sending me a CV with a covering letter saying, hey, I'd like to come and work for you. That's only ever happened to me 3 times in the whole time that I have been in business. So that's 1 in every 10 years for the 30 years that I've been in business. So take the time to be consistent and to maybe pick a Thursday night and from say 7 till 8 o'clock, you're going to rule off an hour to prepare CVs specific to the role of the job that you're going for. Now obviously if there's vacancies that really helps, but please don't do what a lot of other people do, just cut and paste your standard CV and send it in with a covering letter or fill in the application. Try and customize your application to suit the role. So look at the people spec and look at the job spec. Look at the type of person that they're looking for. If they need somebody that is innovative, can think by themselves without much management and is a self-starter, someone who works well in a team environment at high speed, then pick those things and make sure that your introduction and your letter introducing yourself reflects that in order to match yourself to the application rather than just doing a cut and paste and sending them all out there. So the first thing, be positive. Second thing, be consistent. Third thing, be intentional. Be intentional about trying to connect with the people that might be interviewing you. So I want to say something here that's really important. There's a stage before getting to the interview. And that stage before getting to the interview is having your application accepted in the shortlist. Because now more than ever in these COVID times, there are going to be several people applying for that same job that you're probably going for. So you need to make sure that your CV and your application goes to the top of the pile. Well, how can you do that? Because are they all the same? You know, everyone's pretty much got the same qualifications, maybe that's applying for it. But you can be intentional about being different and connecting with the person or the people that might well be interviewing you. You know, maybe even pick up the phone to the reception desk and speak to them and say, hey, I'm applying to this job. If they're a small business or a medium-sized company, chances are you will really get through to someone who might even be the person that's interviewing you to have a short conversation and tell them why they should consider you for the job. Connect with them on LinkedIn or follow them on Twitter or kind of tag them. Hey, just applied for a job at this company. Can't wait to be working for them, and tag maybe some of the people in HR or some of the people that might be interviewing you, because that will show them that you are someone that thinks differently and might be the one or two things that gets you to the top of the pile. And if you're brave enough, send in a video. Try and find the email address, or if there's an email address attached, accompany the application, if you can get an email address, with a video. Just switch on your phone and just record a short 30-second video introducing yourself. Try it. Lots of other people aren't, and that's what will make you stand out from the crowd. And then the last thing when I talk about being intentional, it's that core point of be different. What are you going to do that's different? Are you going to put your picture on the CV? Very few people do that these days. Are you going to put different color or, approach it in a different way in terms of your CV? How are you going to make your application stand out? Be different, because being different is a key way for you to secure the interview. Very few occasions in life have I had anybody that's come for a job interview with me be different. But one thing I can assure you, for every contract that I have won, for every supplier that I've negotiated with, for every tender that I've applied for, I've used these same techniques to make sure that I stand out from my competitors. It's a competitive environment out there, and as long as you're positive, as long as you're intentional, as long as you're consistent, and as long as you're different, I tell you, if you use these techniques, watch it, how you will secure an interview and will get that email that you've been accepted, and somebody will ask you to turn up maybe next week or next month for a job interview. I wish you well. Good luck.